Hello and welcome. I am Arun Kumar from Beautiful Mind IS, and this is my psychology optional class. I will discuss one question that has been asked in Civil Service Examination 2024, and question is from paper 2. So let me show you the question, and I will show you in this discussion that what kind of mistakes a student usually commit, and that results in poor marks. So without any wastage of time, come here. So I have here in backstage, I have a question here. See, I'm going to read the question. Pay attention here. Here is the question, that what are the prevalent form of gender discrimination in Indian society? Understood? What prevalent forms of gender discrimination in Indian society, be it typical to India. And the second part is discuss the measures that can be taken to eradicate them. I hope you have understood this thing. Okay. So what is special in this question? Although all questions are okay, equipotential type, means in terms of differential marking, but with the help of this question, I am going to discuss its model answers. So you yourself will notice the difference. Let's start here. What kind of gender discriminations are prevalent in Indian society? So first we will start with gender discrimination. So in opening sentence you will say that what is gender discrimination, okay? That unequal treatment on the basis of gender, just because people belongs to a particular gender, maybe for example men and men, so men or women, you are giving unequal treatment. This is called gender discrimination. The basis of discrimination is gender, that is why it is called gender discrimination. It comes in various forms, and it applies to other form of discrimination like for transgender also. So you can include in this one. So you will start with this one, okay? Now the focus of the question is that what kind of gender discrimination are prevalent in Indian society. So here we can say that forms, after writing all these things, forms of gender discrimination in Indian society, okay? Indian society. One by one you can discuss with the help of a flow chart. Suppose I am showing this thing. Take help of very first things you can say that one form is discrimination that is universal. So universal discrimination, just because you are from particular gender, for example women, you will be discriminated. It is a universal phenomena also, because this has been situation in Europe also, America also, everywhere. So what sort of discrimination are present in other part of the country, it is also present in India. So because this has been a universal discriminations getting, so that is because we are also on the same globe. So universal form, here I will explain this thing. Universal form is what? Sandra Baim say that gender schema theory in West also, that we have certain schema in the mind, that women are inferior in many sense. For example, physical stamina, then decision making power. There are many prejudices and stereotypes, and that become the basis for the gender discrimination. So all the prejudices and stereotypes are associated just universally, just on the basis of human. It's a universal tagging. That men are like that, women are like that. There was a book in the market. Men are from Mars and women are from Venus, something like that. So categorizations. So people do categorize in terms of their stamina also now, and they judge. So this kind of discrimination is present. So Sandra Bem has given gender schema theory. Under that, she has explained very well. So you will discuss this one. Okay. So this is also because India is also on the part of the globe. So whatever things is present in UK is present is here also. The common universal discrimination. Then come to the second point. See how I am developing the answer and how I am navigating through the core of the psychology. Getting you focus on that one. India is a patriarchal society. Getting? So patriarchy based discrimination. Patriarchy means male hegemony, male takes decision. The whole identity is based on male, means you are getting male hegemony, dominance in the society. Who decides that how life things should go? So you will find that in family, in assembly, in community, there is hegemony of male. So because of that thing, male dominates and male dominated policies are there. So that women are inferior to men. So this kind of power dominance also causes discriminations. See this thing, that if husband is present, then you should not tell anything. This is patriarchy. Your husband, you go in Haryana, why you are, तुम्हारी लुगाई क्यों बोल रही है, तुम्हारी हो तो, something like that. You are getting. If Sudhir Kakkad says that if husband suppose unfortunately passed away, then who decide? Even if son is younger age, then people will say that call her son. कहीं meeting हो रही है, then call her son, and he will be the owner and decision maker. Go in the village area. So this patriarchy is also a form of discrimination in Indian society. Okay. If you look at the third one, one person, Krensa, has given the concept of intersectional discrimination. What is intersectional discrimination? Try to understand that you are, suppose this is male and this is female. Okay. Now just because you are female, you will say face discrimination. Okay. And now suppose here is the caste. So female in general will face discrimination, but female who are from the higher caste and female from who are, you can say, who are from the lower caste, their discriminatory experience will be unique. It will not be same. Means all female will not be discriminated in the same way. A Dalit and women, two sections are there, Dalit and women. So this experience, I am telling you, this one will be very unique. Get it? It will not be like the whole women will experience this thing. Creates of intersectionality. So is the case with rural, urban. Suppose you are from urban area or rural area, or religions. For example, Hindu, Muslim. I am giving example. Hindu, Muslim. That will be also the same thing. When a Muslim woman will face discrimination, that will be qualitatively different from a Hindu women face discrimination in Indian society. There will be some common discrimination. Getting? universal, then patriarchy, then going down, then intersectional discriminations is also there in Indian society. So caste is very typical to India. So Rajni Kothari has written a book about all these things, how caste influences, you know, uh, politics also, and caste. See, and nowadays you know this thing that women voters have supported Nitish Kumar in Bihar, and Kejriwal in Delhi. So if you see the voting percent and then the kind of vote political party got, if you analyze this thing, then why you are analyzing this thing? So gender politics is also, Rajni Kothari has written a lot on this one, but I am talking about here discrimination. So many kind of discrimination are there in Indian society, and you will find Indian researcher also. Okay, come forward. Here one point I want to add here in the same patriarchal, and you can say patrilineal. These two complexities there: patriarchal in power, patrilineal in identity. Means your name will be after your father. Means although some Nair, Goro, Jaintia, Khasi in Mizoram area, there are patrilineal society in Kerala Nair, but majority is like that. But I want to say this thing, that identity is also this patriarchal structure. I am adding this to this point, has eaten up the identity of the individuals, and that is one of the. So women is a second hand type, means pseudo type, pseudo to the husband. Husband के अस्तित्व में उसका shadow रहता है. Try to understand this. If these are the, this. Apart from this thing, if you come to the fourth point, women who are educated, who are in workforce, if you analyze the discrimination they face, then you will find that glass selling and tokenism. Glass ceiling is that invisible barrier to the career path. Suppose when you are at the lower level, you will feel this system is just, but if you try to, if you aspire more and try to reach the board of director in a higher post, then just because of your gender, you will be discriminated by the policymakers, or you can say top officials in the organizations. This is called bias. There's a think manager, think male bias. For example, means manager who could be a good manager, male. If you analyze the data, that how many individuals are at the top position, key positions, then that will be in proportion surprisingly very low. You can try to justify on the basis of that fact that women are lower in education and all this thing. But even in those individuals, those women who are capable of achieving that thing, they are not up to that level. So this is also a thing. Tokenism is that some, just in order to justify discrimination, some women are promoted and they are shown as a evidence that, see, this society is just, we are not discriminating, and because see, this person 1, 2, 3 A, B, C, D got, they have been in the key positions, so you do not have the ability, that is why you are discriminated. So some tokens are used to justify the larger discrimination, gender discrimination. I'm telling, you are getting my point. Come to the these are the visible form of this thing, and if you ask me, then I can add one more point. This is fifth one, and this is called, a sociologist has Robert K. Merton has given the idea about self-fulfilling prophecy. This is not directly visible, but it is at the internal level. You are discriminating, and I am also internalizing that, believing that yes, it is true. Suppose you say women are weak in maths, or they are not good manager, and also suppose I start believing in that thing, and as a result, progressively I become like that. So my beliefs is guiding my reality, because I believe, that is why it is happening. So this is very subtle form of discrimination. It is directed through my inner things, so you can say that self fulfilling prophecy. Self-fulfilling prophecy. This is the thing. And Dr. Ellis has given a concept of gender dissonance theory, something like role dissonance theory. Say that when women are doing the higher job, then they also feel not good and they succumb to the traditional role. So this happens because of this self-fulfilling prophecy that women should be like that, ideal categorized. You are getting my point? So there are many form of discrimination. These are very visible form. If you analyze Indian society, then these kind of things are present. Now you can match your answer where you have committed this thing. I am telling you that from the broader perspective, you should answer this question. Okay. The second part of the question is, when are the measures to control it? Means measure. This was the question, that the how to control it, how to alleviate this problem. It is not like that one day you will wake up and all problem will be gone. So how progressively you can do this? So measures. Under measures, what you will write? See, here it gives you not ready-made answer. You think and you answer. What do you think about that? So one thing is called education. Education is awareness. Education awareness, when people are aware of their right, they are made aware of their right, they come to know that okay, outside world is like that. Education is a liberating force. So people become aware of that we are. So all the feminist movement, be it as soft feminism or radical feminism, this thing, all these things because of the awareness of the discriminations that were prevalent in the society, globally also and locally also. So this will work, and most important thing is that this will create, suppose education is more and people women get some job. So apart from zero identity or identity crisis, zero identity you can say, to some professional identity is there. See, this identity is important thing. Pehchan bahut zaruri hai. So in family, just social identity, mother, wife, getting daughter. One person, I think Sudhir Kakkar, he's also emphasized this thing. And what is the identity of the women? Before marriage, identity is of father. After marriage, identity of husband. After death of the husband, identity of son. So male dominated society, the identity crisis is also there, and that may be the big reason that women are not striving for that thing. So you should write about this thing and give the references of, I say, Kakkad and many others. Second thing, you can say that how women could be, this problem could be this. One of the important thing that affirmative action, like reservation and all. This has been widely accepted approach, the protective discrimination, because this gender has been oppressed and has been in the that conditions since long. Then you can say that we now in this century, when we are aware, we say that we are very developed individual, evolutionary wise also, and societal and cultural wise also. Why not we give opportunity to such individuals? So and now these are the action is being taken in the society, reservation in legislature, parliament, at the panchayat level also, parliament level also, in job also, and monetary incentivization also, that you should come. So, and then legal measures, that those who laws and all, that those who discriminate should be punished severely, and this trial should be very rapid. For example, dowry, it is a kind of discrimination, subtle form. There, although there is misuse of that thing, but that is another thing, but it is there. Likewise, female oriented law, after Nirbhaya case, they see this is so many cases where that is also in force. So many laws are required. I'm discussing how it could be seen. This is a framework. I'm not a specific law I'm discussing. This is the framework that we can present that. So education also, affirmative actions also. Third thing, many researchers, even Ambedkar was telling this thing, that if you do not give right to property, then there is no any other rights are not, political rights and other rights are not of little use. So give them right. See, identity, it means existence. Suppose you take property, physical things. Karl Marx was of this thing of, he was not explicit on that one, but he said that this material right is very important thing. So if properties goes from male to male, then how women will come in the mainstream and will stand on its own, with its own identity. So I'm telling this thing, that right to property, and particularly you can say share in property, family property. This has been widely recognized also, because this is the reason that a law has been passed in the parliament, that there will be law, share in the property. So I'm telling this thing, that you need not to discuss a specific measure, getting mind. In order to control, you can go in that way, that what are the general form of discrimination. For example, caste discrimination is there. That there are some law to control the caste discrimination in general, and particularly if it is women, then women police station is there, separate police station is there, and there are also Dalit police stations, SC/ST police stations. These are the specific measure, but we are presenting that they should be given protection, getting legal and aid and administrative protection should be given. Then they will flourish. This kind of things will not, because just you have made some provision, some policies there, you have given some idea that this should be done, but if that is not enforced properly, then it will not be effective. So these are the measures, at least 3 measures I am suggesting. On the basis of that, there are so many Indian researchers that have given idea on that thing. So if you frame your answer along this line, I have I don't think that you will have any problem in scoring good marks, getting. But people generally write a few points in a very intuitive manner without giving any model and support and all, and they will expect that they will get marks. I don't think that that is very effective way to deal with the problem, particularly questions from applied psychology. So I hope you have understood my point. Beautiful Mind is a institute specialized for psychology, optional for civil service examinations. So if you are if you enjoyed this discussion, if you like the way I am teaching, and if you want to have some course with me, then I have an online psychology foundation course. If you are planning for the next civil service examination, whenever, then if you can join me also, and it is very effective. You will have classes, you will have doubt clearing classes, material and test, everything. So go and check on our website beautifulmindis.com, and there is a test series model also, that if you have taken coaching from somewhere, and if you want to get your answer evaluated, you want to do a daily answer writing, then also it will be very effective for you. See, preparing optional require somebody who has experience, and teaching you properly, giving you right feedback. Then gradually you will be able to master the syllabus and will be ready to perform in the UPSC examination properly. So if you are willing to take psychology optional, then you can try, you can check out our detail also. Okay, I मिलेंगे अगले किसी वीडियो में, and then I will talk about the next some interesting model answers or difficult questions model answers. And if you want that I should discuss some particular answers, answer to particular question I'm talking about, then you can comment on our website. Sorry, comment you in comment you can write, or you can drop message directly on our WhatsApp number. So many things are there. It is given in the detail descriptions. You can check out, and I will be happy to help you. Thank you very much.